Hey guys, how's it going? YBG Ghost here with my FIFA 13 career mode Let's Play with Norwich. And as you can see here, I'm just going to praise the team in the press conference before the game against Fulham. And before the game, Doria feels the need to tell me not once, but twice that he's really enjoying his football and really wants to play in this game. But I'm afraid, Doria, you're going to have to wait until we're at least 2-0 up before I even put you in the game. But here we go. Starting off against Fulham, very high hopes as the first game of the season. It would be lovely to start with a win. And we started off quite strongly. Here we go, attacking straight away with Morrison, laying off to Ben Yedder, and Ben Yedder not finding the target. But as I said, not a bad start against Fulham, a very, very strong team. To be honest, to get a win here, it would be a little bit of a miracle. But here we are again, attacking Snodgrass, having a blast, but the keeper getting his hands to it. And again, Snodgrass on the wing, a lot of early play from him, passing it into Morrison. But once again, the keeper gets there. Not really shots that are good enough to beat the keeper, but at least we're getting some shots on target. Ben Yedder now, the defender getting a blocking. It comes back out to Sterling. Sterling can't get it in. Garrido back from left back, crossing it in, and a very weak header by Ben Yedder. And now it was their turn, so playing it up the wing, Brian Ruiz in, and look at this, terrible defending, and they get an easy goal. Berbatov, there we go. First, effectively his debut game on FIFA playing for them. But here we go, straight from the off. We're not having any of that. We don't like going down in the first half, so that's it. Morrison decided it was his turn to attack, cutting it again, just like he loves to do. And there we go, a typical Morrison goal. A lot of strength, not so much speed, but the player isn't going to get the ball from there. And Morrison bags his first goal for the season. To be honest, a draw would be lovely in this game. Even anything apart from a loss would be wicked in this game. As I said, Fulham are a very strong team, so I was very pleased that we got one back there. So 1-0 after 35 minutes. And Morrison got a chance to double his tally in the 40th minute with a shot that just went over the bar. How unlucky was that? But then again in the 45th minute, just before half-time, Snodgrass once again attacking, playing it inside. Houlihan, look at this. How is that not going in? Shots like that. We are going to have to be scoring these if we want to do anything in this league. I mean, I'm very pleased that it's 1-1, but so unhappy because that could have been 2-1. And there they were on the other attack just before half-time, and that's the way it went in, 1-1. As I said, pleased that it's 1-1, but so disappointed that it's not 2-1 after that attack. But here we go, 54th minute, it's them again. We're coming down the left wing, Brian Ruiz cutting it in, and look, oh, that could have been turned into his own net by Basong. Very, very lucky to escape that one. Houlihan to Morrison. A lovely strike by Morrison. Just goes wide. And again, a lovely link-up play. Morrison here. Can he score this one? No, but he can touch it absolutely terribly and let the goalkeeper get it. So I decided to make a change and bring on Bennett for Sterling and save him for the match against QPR. And looking back on it, it was probably a bad idea because look at this. Brian Ruiz there. We didn't really have that much of a strength in attack, and it wasn't like after they scored this time we'd go back and score. We did, however, injure Brian Ruiz, but that really did not matter because here in the 85th minute, Richardson, a little bit of dribbling, passes it to Diarra, lays it off to Berbatov. Diego runs in, has a shot, Ruddy doesn't deal with it, and that is a useless bit of goalkeeping by Ruddy. Not taking it away from them, they were all over us, but what was Ruddy doing there? But there was still time for us to have one more attack. Teti making some space for himself with a fake shot before kicking it straight at the goalkeeper. And that was the way it ended. If you can't tell, I've just swapped microphones. My blue snowball arrived, so I'm now recording with that. I hope that's much clearer for you guys. So in we went against QPR, a team around the same level as us who we hoped that we could get 3 points from. But look at this straight away, a great ball from Park to Cisse. And how did he not finish this? Heading it just wide. Very, very unlucky, but very dangerous straight away. But so are we after just 4 minutes. Ben Yedder with a little through ball to Snodgrass, and who is more deserving of a goal than him? Very well taken in front of goal, kept his composure and slotted it in the bottom left-hand corner. After the way he played against Fulham, who deserves it more than him. But there we are, 1-0 up against a rival around the same standard as us. QPR, that's absolutely fantastic. Hopefully we could bag our first win of the season after that horrible loss against Fulham. In the 10th minute, we continued our attack. Snodgrass again playing a ball into Morrison. He can't get there, but Sterling can, but the keeper manages to save it. And then in the 15th minute, Teti picking it up in midfield, laying it out to Ben Yedder, who takes it all the way to the byline before cutting in and making himself some space, and just manages to smash it through the defender's legs into the bottom right-hand corner. 2-0 up after 16 minutes. That is exactly what we wanted against QPR. And Ben Yedder already making a name for himself here at the club. Seems like he was a good buy, along with Raheem Sterling. who is also getting involved in a lot of attacks in this match. It seems that with the money that we had, we did make the right decisions, even though it was only 2 games in. Let's see if they continue that run. But here we go, 3 minutes now. Ben Yedder cutting in, laying it off to Snodgrass, and Snodgrass pulling off a shot, but it's not good enough to beat the goalkeeper. Tetty now playing it through to Morrison. A bad touch sees him too far away from the goal to shoot, so he lays it back into Ben Yedder, who can only kick it into the goalkeeper's hands. And now Morrison starts the attack off, chipping through Houlihan, who catches it on his chest. One more touch to set himself up and then blasts it. What a save by the keeper. Very unlucky. Diakite now laying it through to Taarabt. Taarabt turns the defender and pulls the trigger. I don't know how Ruddy isn't catching that, but look at this. Again, another mistake from our defence, not getting it away enough. Tetty now on the attack in the 36th minute, smashing it at the goalkeeper, who manages to palm it away. And Raheem Sterling with a very, very poor header at goal. And now it's them on the attack again with Park playing it into Cisse. Cuts in, and what a lovely block there from Martin. Going into the second half now, 2-0 up and hoping to continue our lead in the 51st minute. Morrison down the wing, laying it off to Sterling. Sterling cuts back in, completely mugging up ex-Chelsea Jose Bosingwa before running back into him again and bundling him to the floor before finally getting it across to Morrison. And what is this for a shot? You call yourself a striker? How wide was that? Cisse completely mugging up Turner, and then look at this by Basong. That is putting your arse on the line for the team, right in his face, stopping that shot. Brilliant stuff. But now breaking, Houlihan with acres of space, waiting and waiting for Raheem Sterling to finally catch up with him on the wing. He does, and he gets it to him. Sterling cutting in, nobody comes to him, so he decides to pull the trigger himself and just fires above the goal. Very unlucky not to hit the target then, and look at this, completely broken through. What a fantastic save from Ruddy. He is like a 50-50 goalkeeper. Sometimes he'll make a stupid mistake, and then other times he'll just be absolutely fantastic. But this is all we needed. Turner getting himself sent off after already having a bad game as it is. Look at this for a tackle. It's a definite sending off. Look at that, straight into his ankles. That's horrible. Very, very dangerous. So I decided to swap Ben Yedder for Doria, obviously to strengthen the defence and leave us short up attacking, but we needed to hold this win. So Snodgrass being played through by Morrison. Look at this, and here's our chance to make it 3-0. There's absolutely no way we could fail it unless Snodgrass plays it right at the keeper instead of doing the sweaty goal, which he should have done. Morrison can only get us a corner from the follow-up shot, which Sterling takes and puts straight back on his head, which he unluckily headers wide. But don't you love it when you do this, guys? Don't you really love it when you press A accidentally like a donut? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's only me who's that damn stupid. So we lost our clean sheet, sadly, for that. But still attacking with 10 men. We were still all over them. Bennett down the left wing now, laying it in across to Ballon, who can't get his head on it. Snodgrass cleverly lays it into Morrison, who can't score. Sadly, straight into the goalkeeper. And then a lot of fumbling before it's finally cleared. Jose Bosingwa had a horrible game trying to keep up with Raheem Sterling, which meant in the 92nd minute he had no energy left to stop Morrison from firing in a beautiful third goal. Finally putting one in the back of the net after a series of misses. Not really prolific enough for us, but at least he is still scoring. Don't forget we have got Ben Yedder as well to put up more of an attack up front. But obviously we have the red card fun at the moment. But that was the way it ended. Obviously, QPR were not going to get back in about 3 minutes left of play. So we got our first 3 points. Very pleased I was. Very pleased with certain players. Raheem Sterling in particular, who was making it very hard for right-backs down that left wing. And now we had some players leaving on international duty before the Ipswich match. It didn't actually affect us because they were all back before. But I did still change it up a bit after praising Raheem Sterling for his excellent performances. So as you can see, we've got Bunn in goal, Doria in the middle in defence. We've got Jackson up front with Martin, so we're not playing Ben Yedder or Morrison. We started off very strongly. This was a very, very annoying game. So many attacks all the time, but so many misses like that, for an example. They still did have their attacks though, and here we are with Campbell coming down the wing before getting tackled once and then twice, but still getting it through. How annoying that would have been if that had gone in, but luckily he pulled it wide. And now Snodgrass making a complete mockery of Creswell, cutting down the wing before completely wrong-footing him and then laying it into Jackson, who fires wide. Very unlucky. Us again now. Sterling could not miss, but somehow he did. Based on that fact, you'd say he wasn't a very good shooter, and neither was Martin, but I'm sure there's something that will happen later that will completely change your mind on that. Martin now again having another go, proving that he can get the ball on target, just not when it's an open goal apparently. And here he is again, getting another chance to hopefully show himself, being completely allowed through and then taking it onto his left foot and hitting the post, getting closer and closer to a goal. It's played in, but eventually it's cleared, and look at that, half-time, somehow it was 0-0 still. But we started the second half not so brightly, with them attacking and attacking, pushing their way through our defence before finally getting a shot away, and I cannot believe that that has gone in. Not a very good first impression from Bunn in the first game that I played him. But are you ready, guys? Because here it is. Watch this little bit of magic from Raheem Sterling, shrugging off Emmanuel Thomas. Look at this. Leaves them both behind, cuts in, here he goes, looks up. There we go, guys. Remember that shot from earlier that he couldn't score? We'll have a look at that one. What a fantastic long shot, and what a silly celebration. I don't think we're going to have to look too hard for goal of this episode. But absolutely fantastic, keeping us in the cup. We couldn't go out to Ipswich, that's just absolutely silly. But this did set them on fire. They did seem to attack and attack and attack from there, as you can see here. Campbell once again picking it up in our area, cutting across, no one getting a foot in, and pulls it wide again. Really not finding the target. Emmanuel Thomas now laying him through again. Can he this time? No. Once again pulls it wide. I don't know why they didn't change it about. Maybe take him off. But it was our turn then. Look at that. That looked like a foul. Ben Yedder couldn't get his shot away. And them on the break again. I couldn't believe that Ipswich were killing our Premiership side off. In the end, we managed to get it away, but then they were on the attack again in the 79th minute. Chopra being laid off by Cresswell and pulling it wide in exactly the same fashion that Campbell had done the whole game. It seemed that none of them could score after the first goal. Here we go, Cresswell being mugged off again by Ben Yedder, and Martin are unable to find the net. A great save from the keeper. 90th minute now. Could they score and ruin our dreams in that minute? They couldn't, but maybe we could on the following counter-attack. Ben Yedder completely free. A wonderful ball to Martin, who controls it and waits. And then there's Broomer coming through. A wonderful chipped ball to Ben Yedder, who cuts in, mugs off Chambers. Goodbye. That is us through to the next round. That is why we brought Ben Yedder on. Slightly shaky, the fact that we did have to bring him on, but at least the job was done and we were through to the next round. 2-1 against Ipswich Town. That is what we liked. So here's a quick look at the league table at the end of this episode. As you can see there, we are at 11th, played 2, 1-1, lost 1. Chelsea at the top of the table with Man City behind them. Hardly a shock there. QPR at the bottom where we planted them. They've played 3 and lost 3. Again, pretty close to real life, apart from Everton there, although they have only played 1 game with a couple in hand. So moving on to goal of the episode, I don't think it's going to be that much of a surprise to you guys. Look at this wonderful, beautiful goal again. Sterling smashes it into the top left-hand corner, and I don't think that'll be just goal of the episode. I think that'll possibly be goal of the season. We'll see if we can score a better one for you. But thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'm going to try and edit the other one today, because I know it's been a long time in between episodes, and let's get this back running on track again. So thank you guys for watching. Take care. Bye bye.